I consider myself a little bit local. Why? I and if when I show people that I've walked so many times, so many laps, and so many miles, all by myself. That's, of course, they're amazed, they're stupefied about what I've done, but only a crazy person, I think, would do it. Don't consider myself crazy. I consider myself very, very normal. Every day I used to walk, and I used to jog about 10 miles. And it used to take me about an hour and a half, 2 hours, because I used to jog. Well, it goes back on about 1988, or a little bit before, but I did not keep records, and I always kept time. How do I keep records? I used to have a clicker, or normally, or also I would use a stopwatch. Try every time I used to go around and try to do better and better. It was taking about 3 minutes a lap. And one time it was taking me about 2.5 minutes every lap. I was on sabbatical, 1988. I took a leave of absence from work. Being a teacher, I could have gotten a sabbatical either for health, traveling, or to go to school. So I picked the one to go to school. And so while I was going to school, I had a lot of time, so I began to walk. 2005, I read an article. The man, I still have to, when we get the article for you? And the article has to do with the man who could not stop walking. And his name is Edward Payson Western. And his granddaughter wrote the article. And somewhere in the story she said, can you beat this? At that time I had walked about 9,000 miles. I said, oh, I can. And that actually inspired me even more to walking. And he walked up, apparently according to his records, about 15,000 miles. Whereas I have walked about 17,000. I felt good. Until somebody on the track, his name is Gary, ophthalmologist, he says, Pete, you should have somebody here and interview from the newspaper. So somebody from the Record, the Bergen County newspaper came, and they did an article on me. And once again, I told I was aspiring to enter the Guinness World Record. And so the article was written, and 2 years later, I applied for Guinness World Record. I've been sending records, and I got letters from the executive county, from chief of police in Paramus, from the mayor of New York of Paramus, and a letter from Bergen Community College, and a letter from UFT. They're also sending a letter to the United Federation of Teachers. I've been diagnosed as having arthritis, but I take no medication. Once again, I can still bear the pain, and I walk. I did cut it down. I walk now 3 times a week. Whatever I do, I'm very proud of it. And when I think of it, my age, I was born in 1938, so I'm about in June, so I'll be about 78. I still work. I still teach 2 classes, and not far from where I live, and I enjoy what I do. And also, I advise anybody, regardless what you do in life, do a pleasure. Well, I came from Italy at 15. This is what I turned into when I was about 21, 22 years of age. And then I continue exercising. Of course I did. Yeah. And here, what do we have? Then I looked like this about 1992, 93. That's why. Now this one here, I was 24, 25. This one here, when I 1992, 93. But then that's time I was a little bit too heavy for my height. Yeah. So I decided to continue jogging, and that's what I've been doing for the past 20 years. It reminds me of my son. He came home once with a little picture of a man pulling his hair. He says, "It's a curse to be normal." to be normal among abnormal people. And that's the story.